Hey everyone, this is Demanic, also known as Dave Cordero. Currently, I am working on processing and uploading those videos, and I just figured I would use this time to do a little post-mortem, discuss how I think the matchup went, and what I think about Proc going forward in this metagame. First thing I'd like to say is that after the matches were over, I had a discussion with my opponent who was playing the colorless Eldrazi deck in the second video. We decided that I was probably sideboarding incorrectly. In both the videos, actually, I was sideboarding incorrectly. But in this one in particular, we came up with a better plan for the colorless Eldrazi matchup if you're playing a deck list similar to mine. Basically, what we have written down is that you still side out one proc, two charms, and one path. The reason that you want to side out one path and two charms as opposed to just all of the charms is that there is value in having your removal split between the two converted mana costs. That way Chalice on 1 doesn't shut down all of your removal spells. That is one less card bringing out. We decided that Weathered Wayfarer is too slow, and the Eldrazi deck only really needs a couple lands to function anyway. A lot of times they do keep lower land count hands, so it's not as reliable as just having the extra versatility that the Charm provides. Charm is also great for reanimating things through the Chalice on 1. So basically what I bring in now is one Kami, two Ailey, and then one Wrath. So it's still pretty similar. We also had a discussion about Lingering Souls. Basically, the goal of the deck is to not just get ran over by one of their fast draws, which is pretty easy, but Lingering Souls is another option that could help. I do think that would be excellent in the blue-red matchup. I'm not sure what I would change to bring them in this current configuration versus colorless, but if you have them main deck, it seems like it's a pretty good decision just to leave them in there. It definitely helps you out there. Speaking of Ailey, every time I drew it and played it early, it just really stops the assault better than pretty much any other creature in that slot can. The 2/3 with Death Touch is great. It stops the Mimics, it stops 2/2 Eldrazi, and just all that sort of things. It's just, it comes down, and then if you get ahead, it really does crush them into the ground. So I'm pretty glad with the 4 Ailey right now. The current metagame, according to MTG Goldfish, the top 5 decks are Affinity, Burn, Eldrazi, Jund, and Infect. All of these matchups are pretty good for Black-White Proc. They're all pretty good for Mono-White Proc as well. Affinity, Burn, and Infect are all excellent. I play against those all day. As we just saw, Eldrazi feels pretty winnable as well. Jund's the only one that's cause for concern, especially with this current configuration that I have. But I did make room for the 4 Lingering Souls in the sideboard. So that's really nice. One other thing I was thinking about with the sideboard is maybe the Blood Baron could be a Sun Titan instead, just because it is a 6/6. It doesn't die to the dismembers either. It's a little bit more vulnerable against the against the Jund decks. They can still terminate it, and it can get pathed if you're going against something that runs path. But it's just, as we saw in the mono-white videos, that is another great card that can come in against Eldrazi. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and looking forward to see you guys next time.